Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about deflation. Here is a list of questions I'm going to answer. And so the first question is going to be, what is deflation? The second question is, what causes deflation? And the third question is, why is deflation bad? Fourth question is, how does gold win? So let's start with the first question. What is deflation? So on the back of this, I've written a few answers. So with deflation, prices drop, everything drops. Stock market drops, real estate drops, crypto prices drop, even consumer goods drop. Most importantly, wages and income also drop, which means that it has a big impact on people. In addition, gold also drops as well, but at a lesser rate to everything else. But what causes deflation? Deflation is caused by the popping of a large credit bubble. So what happens if you owe £100,000 and then declare bankruptcy? That £100,000 is deleted from the financial system. With deflation, this happens at a very large scale, with thousands or millions of people who are in debt. And why is deflation bad? Deflation may sound good because prices go down, but I'll explain why it's bad. Deflation increases the debt burden. Why? Here's an example. Let's say you have £350,000 mortgage on a house. Because of the deflation, the price of your house drops to £100,000. You now owe £350,000 on a house worth only £100,000. This increases the debt burden significantly, because why would you pay 3 times the value of something? This happens with all debt, credit cards, loans, business loans, everything. What makes it worse is wages also drop, which means it's harder to pay back this debt, because when you took out the £350,000 mortgage, you were probably on a salary of let's say 50k. But after the deflation happened, not only did house prices drop to £100,000, but also wages dropped to £10,000, which makes it hard to pay back the debt, which leads to more popping of credit bubbles as people file bankruptcy, which leads to further deflation. So deflation sounds like you can only lose from it. However, gold has the potential to win in a deflationary scenario. So how does gold win in a deflationary scenario? Let's discuss it now. So on the back, I've written some answers. And so there are three main ways. The first way is if deflation is so bad that even the spot price of gold drops to below £100. And the second way is if deflation is so bad that people panic and rush to purchase the safe haven asset. And the third way is if the government tries to stop deflation. In all three scenarios, gold wins in a deflationary scenario. So let's discuss the first way. Way 1. If the gold price falls below £100, what happens? If gold falls by an amount that brings an ounce to below £100, this means that not only has gold fallen, but everything else in the economy has also fallen, including stocks, bonds, crypto, everything, houses. But this also includes wages. And if wages drop 99% and gold also drops 99% in value, the actual value of gold has not changed, just the price has changed. And gold Britannias, I don't know if you know this, but on the back it says £100, which means that Gold Britannias are legal tender and have a value of £100 if you're going to spend it in the shop. So if the spot price of gold drops below £50, your gold coins, Gold Britannias, are always worth at least £100, which means you make a profit of £50. Because forget about the value of the price. Forget about the price, think about the value. The value of gold hasn't changed. There's still the same amount of gold. So this is the first way. The second way, let's discuss it now. Second way, way 2, panic purchasing of gold. This one is pretty self-explanatory. People panic to buy gold out of fear from deflation, and this may be due to the stock market crashing. They lose faith in the stock market and they want to invest into a more safe asset. This will drive up the price relative to everything else, meaning that gold wins. So that one's pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. Let's discuss the third way. The third way, let's say the government and the central bank try to stop deflation. So what happens in this scenario? If the government and central bank try to stop deflation, then they will just use quantitative easing, aka printing money. In doing so, they may stop deflation, but it may cause hyperinflation because they may overprint the currency in an attempt to stop deflation happening. In a hyperinflationary scenario, gold does an accounting and will rise in price just as everything else gets expensive. So gold will catch up to the true price that it should be, and the value of gold never changes. So if there's currently £100 billion in circulation, and the circulation increases to £1 trillion, that's 10x. So the gold price will also do 10x. The gold price changes to account for the amount of currency printed. Fiat currency becomes worthless. So I'm going to talk about the last question, which is a bonus question. When will deflation happen? This is a pretty interesting question. I highly recommend reading the book Guide to Investing in Gold and Silver by Mike Maloney. In this book, he predicts that deflation could happen soon. But personally, I think that the time frame for deflation happening could be between now and as late as 2040. But it's definitely going to happen because the debt bubble is too large. There's too many people in debt. The debt rate is at an all-time high. People are in debt everywhere, with all kinds of debt: mortgages, loans, credit cards, business loans. So I don't see prices rising for longer. I think deflation will happen soon. And anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you learned something. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and drop a like if you like this video. Goodbye.